Yes, good evening all. Good evening all.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, children. So we're done with the permutation and combinations. We'll go with inequalities today. Inequalities is a very small topic. We can't expect many questions from JEE mains. I mean, from this topic, you can't expect many questions. So we'll do one thing. But we can't. Uh, we can't we can't neglect this topic as well, so definitely we will learn this. It's a very small topic, we can finish it up within two classes, two yeah, maximum three classes, minimum two classes. Okay, so we'll start with this inequalities. I hope I'm sure you might have heard about inequalities. What do you mean by inequalities? Let me share the screen. I'm sharing the screen. I'm sure you might have heard about it. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anjali, after a long time, Anjali, how are you? Why
Sir,
did
I'm good.
why didn't
Sir.
you attend the classes?
Sir, I had exams going on.
You had exams. Mhm. Okay, no problem. Okay, inequalities is nothing but what? Tell me, make it fast. Inequalities. Inequality.
Sir, you're not sharing the screen.
I'm not sharing the screen. My goodness, I'm sorry. Look at this here. Basically, linear equation. You have learned, right? Linear equation. Now, hope you all see the screen. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So linear equation is nothing but what, beta? Any equation which is in the form of ax plus b is equal to 0. In fact, where the a shouldn't be equal to 0. A comma b are real numbers, will end. Let's say that 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. This is a linear equation. Okay. Linear is nothing but what? Having degree 1. Okay. Having degree 1. Huh. So here, the topic name is linear inequalities. What is the topic name? Linear inequalities. Linear inequalities. Okay. So first of all, look at this. Inequality is nothing but what? This is a linear equation. Okay. Inequalities is nothing but this is equal symbol. Am I correct? Equal symbol we have seen. We have seen equal symbol. Now we don't know less than, I mean, like, 1 second. Yeah, I'm not able to. Yes. Look at less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. We'll be playing with these four symbols here. We'll be playing with four operators. We'll be playing with these four operators in this linear equalities topic. Okay. So let's see an example. Look at this. We saw this example. We saw this example for linear equation. Look at this. 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. This is a linear equation. If I write 2x plus 5 less than or equal to 0, that is linear inequality. Understood my point? That is linear inequality. Understood my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at this. So here, let's write a couple of examples. 2x plus 9 less than or equal to 10. 2x plus 9 or 7 less than 7. 3x minus 5 greater than 9, 9x minus 4 less than or equal to or greater than or equal to 3. All these are what? Linear inequalities. Very simple. Okay. Now here, let's, one second, what's happening here? Yes, it is not blinking. Yeah. Now, inequality. Inequality. There are two types of inequalities. They are strict inequality and stack inequality. Stack inequality. Okay. Strict inequality is nothing but very simple. Look at this. Strict inequality is nothing but, look at this. Let's say 2x plus 3 greater than 10 and 3x minus 9 less than 4. This is what? Strict inequality, which is nothing but I'll be using less than comma greater than. Stack inequality is nothing but I'll be using less than or equal to greater than or equal to. That is the difference. Very simple. Understood my point? Let's write an example. So 9x minus 3 less than or equal to 9, or 5x minus 8 greater than or equal to 6. This is what stack inequality. Understood? If I use greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, that particular inequality is called as stack inequality. If I use only less than comma greater than, that is strict inequality. Okay. Understood my point? Understood my point, Dylan? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we'll talk about a couple of properties now. This is a basic introduction, so everyone knows this. Okay, Dhairya. Hi Dhairya, how are you?
Sir.
Hi, how are you? Dhairya, I can't hear you, Dhairya. Can you hear me, Dhairya? Hello? Dhairya, are you here or not? I request you to talk in the class, Dhairya. No problem. See, you need not to worry, no problem. Whatever you have, please try to ask freely. Don't feel shy. Dhairya, are you here or not? Okay, he is not willing to talk. Let it be, no problem. So Dhairya, we started with the linear inequalities. Linear inequality is nothing but we'll be playing with less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to symbols. So I just gave a couple of examples for linear inequalities here, and I started with the types of linear inequalities. There are two types of linear inequalities. They are strict inequality and stack inequality. Strict inequality is nothing but I'll be using only less than, greater than. Stack inequality is nothing but less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, this is what we just learned so far. Okay, next. Now properties. Let's talk about properties, or you say rules. Very simple. Look at this. First of all, the first rule is if we add or subtract constant, if we add or subtract constant on both sides of inequality, you write let's say on both sides, then inequality doesn't change. Sir, I didn't understand what is the meaning of this. What I'm trying to say is, look at it. First, suppose you have an example. Let's say 2x plus 4 less than or not like you say not to express, let's say you have 5 is lesser than 5 is lesser than 8 or not. Yes. So what I told here, if I add or subtract with the constant on both sides, then the inequality doesn't change. What I meant to say here, if I add any number, let's say I'm adding 3 on both sides. Now look at this here. 5 plus 3, how much? 5 plus 3, 8. 8 is less than, this was true statement. After adding 3 on both sides also, the statement still become true only. Inequality is not changing here. Look at this here, it was less than, still it is less than only. Isn't it? Getting my point? Understood my point, children? Huh. Now let's see one more example. If I subtract, let's say that you have 9 is greater than 3. If 9 is greater than, you say 7. Okay, I'm subtracting 4 on both sides. If I subtract 4 on both sides, what happens? Look at here, 5 is still greater than 3. Isn't it? True or not? Isn't it, children? So here inequality is not changing. Here greater than, here also greater than. Hope it is clear. Guys, all these you might have learned in your childhood stage. Am I correct? Any doubts with the first rule? In the first property, any doubts here? If I add or subtract a constant on both sides, the inequality doesn't change. Hope it is clear. Children, any doubts here?
No, sir.
Very good. So let me write a statement of this. Look at it here. So if A greater than B, then A plus C is greater than B plus C. What is the meaning of this? I'm adding constant C on both sides. Then inequality doesn't change. That is the meaning of this. Okay. That is what we have seen an example here. Okay. Understood, children? Any doubts? Next point. That was the property name you write as add and subtract. Add and subtract. Add and subtract concept is this one. Next, if I talk about multiplication, look at this here. Multiplication is nothing but very simple. First, let us write the definition. The definition is nothing but the condition will write. If A is greater than B, let's say that A is greater than B. For suppose if you are multiplying with C, for suppose you are multiplying with C on both sides, then what it becomes, beta? Here AC is greater than BC, it becomes AC is lesser than BC. When, if at all the C is greater than 0, if at all C is lesser than 0 here. Understood my point here? So what is the meaning of this? Multiply with positive number, then no change. No change. Look at it here, multiply with negative number, then change. If you understood my point? Let's see an example, we'll see. You will understand it in a much better way. Let's see an example and try to understand what exactly I'm talking about. See, beta, let me tell you one important and very simple. Let's say that you have 9 is greater than 5. We know this. Okay. Or else you say anything. 9 is greater than 5, right? So if I multiply the positive number, multiply with 3 on both sides. Multiply with 3 plus 3 on both sides. So if I multiply with 3, what happens? If I multiply with 3 on both sides, what happens? 9 3 is 27, 5 3 is 15. 27 is still greater than 15. It was true here. And here also it is true. Okay, when you are multiplying the positive number on both sides, the inequality does not change. Greater than becomes greater than only, less than becomes less than only. Let's see one more example. Here minus 1 is greater than what? Minus 2. Correct or not? Minus 1 is greater than minus 2. This is true. If you take if, right? You can take any example. I'm multiplying with, look at this, multiplying with any negative number, minus 3 on both sides. Look at it, so minus 1, minus 3, minus 2, minus 3. What it becomes? 3 minus it minus plus 1 into 3, 3 minus it minus plus 2 3s are 6. Now 6 greater than 3 or not? Inequality changed here. Look at this here. It was greater than, it became less than here. It was greater than, it became less than. Isn't it? Yes or no? This is a false statement. This is a true statement. So what happens here? There is a change. When it was greater than, it became as a less than. When, if you are multiplying with a negative number on both sides, if you multiply with a negative number on both sides, inequality changes. That is what I wrote here. Multiply with the positive numbers, there is no change. Multiply with the negative number, there is a change. How? Less than becomes greater than becomes less than. Understood my point? Look at it. What is the meaning of this? If constant is greater than 0, is nothing but positive. If constant is negative, I'm multiplying some constant here, right? That particular C is positive means there will not be any kind of change. If that particular C is negative means there will be change in inequality. Any doubts till this? Any doubt till this? Guys, any doubts? If you don't respond, guys, if you don't respond, it will not be helpful for me to judge your opinion. Understood, Dhairya, Tanishq, Anjali, Adyasha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If at all you have any doubts, you can ask me immediately. Okay. Add, subtract, and multiplication done. Next, let's talk about division. Division. Property and division. Basically, look at this here. You say any example, or let's write formula first. If A is greater than B. If A is greater than B, okay, if you are dividing with any constant, let's say C, it becomes A by C, B by C. Okay, if C is greater than 0, means C is positive number, inequality won't change. Okay, A by C is lesser than B by C. Inequality changes when C is negative number. Look at it here. Here inequality is not changing. Here inequality is changing. When, if constant is a positive, the number is a positive, it will not change. If multiply with positive number, then no change. Here negative number, there is change. Understood my point? Understood? Let's see an example. Let's see an example. Let's see an example so that you will get a better idea on this. Look at this beta here. For suppose any number, let's say that you, for example, if 9 or else you say 7 is greater than 4. Okay. 7 is greater than 4. I will not take 7. Okay, let it be, no problem. 7. So let's divide with 10 on both sides. So 7 by 10, 7 by 10, 4 by 10. Okay, 7 by 10, 4 by 10. Now look at this. Yes, 10 is a positive number. If I divide with a positive number, what it becomes? 7 by 10 can be written as 0.7. 4 by 10 can be written as 0.4. So still 0.7 is greater than 0.4. So still it is true only. Okay, still true in the sense inequality is no change here. Look at this, no change. No change. If at all you have 7 less than 4 only. Same example. Same example. Same example. Dividing with a negative number. Negative 10. What happens? Let's see now. So let's see. 7 by, minus 10 minus 4 by 10. So minus 0.7 minus 0.4. Which is greater now? Of course, minus 0. Is greater. So what happens here? Changed. It has been changed. Look at this here. It was greater than here. It became less than. Isn't it understood or not? It has been greater than, it was greater than here, it became less than. Understood or not? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Very simple, beta, very simple. Lekho, if you are multiplying with the positive numbers, look at it, if you are multiplying with the positive numbers, there will not be change. No change in inequality. If you are multiplying the negative number, there will be a change in inequality. What type of change is that? If you have if you have less than, it becomes greater than. If you have less than or equal to, it becomes greater than or equal to. That is the change. That's how it change. Okay. Same with the division as well. If you multiply with a positive number, there will not be change. If you divide with the positive numbers, there will not be change. If you, here I wrote multiply, sorry, divide with here. If you divide with the negative number, there will be change. Okay, this is what division rule. Next, note, everyone take a note here. If minus a and minus b are two negative numbers, then for suppose example, let's say example, here I know that 5 is greater than 3. So if you multiply the minus on both sides, what happens? Of course, inequality changing or not? Minus 3 is greater than minus 5 here. Inequality changes, greater than becomes less than. Understood or not? Any doubts, people?
No, sir.
Next, product of two terms. Product of two terms. What do you mean by this? Product of two terms. For suppose AB greater than 0. Okay, AB greater than 0. If AB greater than 0, when it is possible? If A and B have same sign, isn't it? AB is less than 0. When it is possible? If A and B have opposite sign. So what do you mean by this? If A could be plus plus, minus minus, okay, then AB would be greater than 0. Or if I have A, if I have A plus B minus A plus, means AB would be lesser than 0. That is what I meant to say here. Any doubts, children? Any doubts? Very simple. You can take an example check beta. This is all these chotu bacha examples. Okay. Chotu bacha concept. Next. If I talk about reciprocals. Reciprocals. Reciprocal is nothing but look at this here. First of all, let me write the definition. Let me write the formula for that. A greater than B if. Okay. If I write 1 by A, 1 by B, this is the reciprocal, isn't it? Next, 1 by A here, 1 by B here. Okay. Here it is going to be less than, here it is going to be greater than. Inequality will be same. Look at this. You write here when A and B are have same sign. Okay. Then there will be a change. When A and B are of opposite sign, there is no change. There is no change. Look at this here. If A and B are having both signs, I mean both same signs, there is a change. If they are opposite sign, there is no change. Let's see an example. What I meant to say here is example. Look at this. For suppose 5 is greater than 4. Okay. Both A and B are positive or not? It is A, this is B. Both are positive. If I reciprocal it, look at this here. Reciprocal is nothing but about 1 by 5, 1 by 4. 1 by 5 is nothing but about 0.2. 1 by 4 is nothing but about 0.25. Which is greater here? 0.25 is greater or not? Change. Look at this. When A positive, B positive. Both are positive. Here inequality is getting changed. Look at this. Hope it is clear. Hope it is clear. That is what I wrote here. When both are having same sign, inequality changes. Hope it is clear, children. If you don't respond, guys, please. I don't understand. Kindly respond. Kindly respond. I'm asking you to respond here. Oh, very good. Next. Why Dharya has left the meeting? I don't know. 1 second. Okay. Next example. If both negative, let's say both negative example. Let's say both negative. You have minus 10 and minus 20. Okay. Minus 10 is of course greater than minus 20 if here both are negative or not. A and B are negative. Now reciprocal it minus 1 by 10 minus 1 by 20. Now minus 1 by 10 is nothing but 0.1. Am I correct? Minus 0.1. Here minus 0. How much? 0.5. Correct? Which is greater now? This is the greater. Sorry. Minus 1 by 20. How much, beta? 5 by 100. 1 by 20. Correct only, right? 0.05 is greater or which is greater here? Which is greater one? Of course, this is a greater one, isn't it? Getting my point? Hello? Both are having same sign. There is inequality changes or not? Look at this here, change. Negative, negative. Both are negative. So inequality changed here. Next. Hope it is clear. Now let's say, now let's write cases, guys. This is a case 1, both positive, both negative. When both negative, and now I'm taking one case alternate, one positive, one negative. Let's say 5 is greater than -1, one positive and one negative. Okay, so look at reciprocal this 1 by 5 minus 1 by 1. So 1 by 5 how much? 0.2, correct? 0.2. Here -1, which is greater now? 0.2 is greater here. There is no change. No change in inequality. Look at this here. One positive, one negative, which is nothing but if they are having opposite signs, then there is no change in the inequality. Okay, there is no change in the inequality. Hope it is clear. Hope you guys all are understanding what I'm teaching here. It is a very simple, not at all a difficult one. Pretty simple. Hope it is clear. Next, we'll talk about basic inequalities, beta. Now, this is the basic properties you must know here. Now, let's talk about now. Look at this here. Next, basic inequalities representation on real lines, which is nothing but if I give any inequalities, beta, how do you represent that particular inequality on real number line? Okay, let's say very simple example. Let's take one look at this here. If x greater than 2 I have x greater than 2. How do you represent? Look at it. This is my minus infinite. This is my plus infinite. Okay. And first, let me write critical points here. What do you mean by critical point? I mean the point which were given here. 2 given. So he's talking about 2. Let's plot 2 on the number line. Okay. X greater than 2. Greater than 2 is nothing but x is here 2. We are not involving. Am I correct? Are we involving 2 here? Are we including 2, guys? I'm talking about the numbers which are greater than 2. I'm not including 2 here, which is nothing but make a notch here. Make a notch. What is the meaning of this notch here? What is the making of this notch? Not including. I'm not including 2 here. Now look at it here, greater than 2. All this number comes under. All this numbers and all this one second. All these numbers which are my solution set. Okay, so what is the solution set now? X belongs to what now? X2 belongs to what? 2 to infinite, isn't it? Guys, I'm not including 2. Open bracket is nothing but beta not including. Not including. If I write anywhere this close bracket, that is including. Hope it is clear. Hope it is clear. Any doubts, children? Here 2 we are not including. 2 I am not including, beta. Look at it. If you include 2, what happens? 2 in place of x, if I write 2 here, 2 greater than 2. Is it true statement? Hamesh, look at it. It is never going to be true. 2 can't be greater than 2 here. It can be equal, but can't be greater than. Getting my point? So that is the reason I'm not including 2 here. So not including nothing but open bracket. Look at this open bracket. Okay. Next, we'll give one more example. Look at this here. If I give x less than 3, x less than 3, same thing. Look at this here, minus infinite to plus infinite. We have 3 here. X less than 3. Here less than I have, not less than or equal to, which is nothing but I'm not including 3. Less than, what is the less than here? Lesser than 3. Whatever the numbers I have, that comes under my solution set. So x belongs to what now? X belongs to from where to where? From minus infinite to 3. For 3, open bracket or close bracket? Tell me. For 3, open bracket or close bracket? Open or close? Hello guys, for 3, open bracket or close bracket? What is the meaning of this notch? Not including, right? Isn't it? Not including. Not including which bracket? if I have anywhere not including, which bracket I need to use? Open bracket only. Look at this here. Understood or not, children? Hello. Tanish, understood, Tanish?
Yes, sir, understood.
Next, Anjali will give the answer now. Here, let me tell you one more thing here. Whenever you have minus infinite to plus infinite, let's say that whenever you have your answer is whenever minus infinite to plus infinite, then at minus infinite and plus infinite, always you must keep open bracket only. Why? Because look at this here, minus infinite plus infinite. Why? Because I do not know which number we are including. Minus infinite to plus infinite, which is nothing but what? It's an open bracket. I don't know which should be included there. All right. So there is a no particular number is mentioning to you to include. That is the reason we always keep open bracket with infinite. Whenever you have infinite beta, we always keep open bracket. Keep it in mind. We'll solve different examples. You will understand it. Okay, don't worry. I'll make it to understand at last. Let's say that if you have x less than or equal to 3, x less than or equal to 3, how do you draw this graph? Tell me now. Tell me the answer. Minus infinite to plus infinite.
Minus infinite is open bracket, sir, and 3 is comma 3, which is closed bracket.
So including, right? Including. I will not be making notch now. I will not make notch. Simple 3 is including. What is the meaning of this line? Thick line, which is nothing but 3 is including. So x lesser than 3. Sorry, x lesser than 3, right? X
is less than 3.
X
So minus infinite, comma 3 closed
less
bracket.
than 3 given. So this is my solution is going to be now. So what is the solution set now? X belongs to from where to where? From minus infinite. Just now I told, don't think for writing the bracket for infinite and minus infinite. Whenever you get minus infinite to plus infinite, always keep open bracket. Okay. Now let's think about 2. Let's think about 3. Which bracket I need to use here now? Tell me. Should I use open or close? Which is correct? Open or close? Guys, already we learned in functions lesson. You can't be like this. Open bracket or close bracket, beta. Look at this, less than or equal to, which means I'm including 3, which is nothing but close bracket. Understood my point? This is my solution set. Clear? Children, understood or not? Very simple. Try, don't mug up here. Don't remember. If you remember, beta, you don't understand. Let's take one more example. So x lies between 4 and 2. X lies between 4 and 2. First of all, let us write the minus infinite to plus infinite. Everyone will write the answer, but a class writing open bracket, close bracket, everyone will get stuck up there. So look at this. What are the critical points? 2 to 4 I have. Okay, 2 and 4 I have. X lies between 2 and 4. First of all, let us take 2 less than x. X greater than 2. X greater than 2. Here we are including 2. Less than or equal to given. Here 2 less than or equal to 2. 2 less than or equal to x. And x less than or equal to 4 I have. Look at this. First, let us draw that graph of, let us find the solution region of 2 less than or equal to x. 2 less than x, which is nothing but x greater than or equal to 2. X greater than or equal to 2 is nothing but, look at this here. This is my greater than 2, right? This is my x greater than 2. Correct? Yes. Next. Now look at this. X less than or equal to 4. X less than or equal to 4. X less than or equal to 4, which is nothing but, look at this. Now, which is the common region here? Guys, if you don't understand, look at this. Let me draw it neatly. Okay. X greater than 2 like this. Okay. Next. X less than or equal to 4 is nothing but, this is the x less than or equal to 4, isn't it? This one, x less than or equal to. Look at this. Now, which is the common region? I need x must lie between 2 and 4. Which is the common region? This is the common region, isn't it? Guys, this line you can extend till whatever you want. What is the common region between these two now? What is the common region? 2 to 4, right? 2 to 4. So what is your solution region now? X belongs to what? X belongs to from where to where? Pick. Tell me the answer.
Sir, will it be 2, 4?
2, 4, open bracket, close bracket.
Sir, both are closed bracket.
Both are close bracket. Very good. Why? Because we are including 2 as well as 4, both. Here, look at this here. Equal to, less than or equal to, less than or equal to. Both we are having, equal symbol. So that is the reason X belongs to close bracket 2, 4. Correct? Look at this. Now let's talk about represent the linear inequalities. Let me give one more question. Look at this. If I have 2x minus 2, 2x minus 1 greater than 0, how do you represent this linear inequality on the solution line? I mean a real number line. First of all, we need to simplify this. Simplify this. Simplify this. How can I simplify? Adding, look at this. I need x value, right? Look at this. 2x minus 1, adding 1 on both sides. So this will get cancelled. 2x greater than 1. So dividing with the 2 on both sides. So x greater than 1 by 2. Look at this. I'm using the properties here. I can add, subtract with any constant on both sides. If I add or subtract with any constant on both sides, there would be no change in the inequality. There will not be any kind of change in the inequality. Number 1 point. Number 2, even I divide with a positive number on both sides, there will not be change in the inequality. Look at this here. I divide with the 2. No change in the inequality. Look at this here. Whatever the inequality we had, same inequality we have here. So what is the answer now? X greater than 1 by 2. X greater than 1 by 2 is nothing but minus infinity here, plus infinity here, 1 by 2 is here. 1 by 2 is here. Okay. X greater than 1 by 2, including or not including? We are not including x 1 by 2 here. So notch. So greater than 1 by 2 is nothing but what? What is the solution region now? X belongs to what? Quick. Greater than 1 by 2. I am not including 2 here. Open bracket, 1 by 2 to infinite, open bracket. Infinite blindly always write open bracket only at infinite. Okay. Understood my point? Any doubts, children? Here I'm not including 1 by 2 beta. That is the reason I'm writing close bracket, I mean open bracket there. Okay, clear? Any doubts here? Any doubts? Tanish, Dhairya, Adyasha, any doubts?
No, sir.
Next. Now 2x minus 1 less than or equal to 0. How do you represent this inequality? How do you represent this inequality? 2x minus 1 less than or equal to 0. First of all, very simple. Look at this. I can add 1 on both sides. So this is what happens. Okay, if I can divide with the 2 on both sides, this is what happens. Now represent on the number line, same inequality. 1 by 2. X less than 1 by 2. X less than 1 by 2. I can equate, I mean, I can include 1 by 2 here. So I'm not making notch here. So what is the answer is going to be now? Minus infinite, open bracket, minus infinite to close bracket 1 by 2 or open bracket 1 by 2. Which one is going to be possible here? Whether close or open 1 by 2. Close bracket or open bracket? Tell me. Look at this. If you don't respond, what is the meaning of that? How come I come to know whether you are understanding or not? If you do not respond, it is like basic inequalities. This is a base of this topic. One second. Tanishk, understood Tanishk? Tanishq ji. Adesha understood?
Yes, sir.
Open bracket or close bracket? For 1 by 2, do I need to keep one? Look at it here. Okay. Minus it
Sir,
by
closed bracket it will be.
it will be close bracket. Why? Because we are including 1 by 2. Look at it. It can be x less than 1 by 2 or x equal to 1 by 2. That is the meaning of this, isn't it? That is the meaning of this, isn't it? So x should be less than 1 by 2 as well as equal to 1 by 2. So it can be equal as well. So I'm including this. I'm not making any notch at 1 by 2. If I make any notch, something like this, beta, that is the meaning of not including. Okay. Not including. Next question. Yes, everyone understood this, right? Now you guys know about unions and intersection, right? Union and intersection. What do you mean by union? What do you mean by union and intersection? And what do you mean by intersection? Union is nothing but what, beta? Merging, combining. Intersection is nothing but writing common elements. Learned in set theory, 7th standard. Union, look at it here. Union, A union B. What is A union B? Combining these two. This is A union B here. Okay, if I have two sets like this is my A intersection B. Any doubts? Sorry, 1 second. Now look at it, A intersection B. This is my intersection B. Clear or not? Any doubts? Any doubts, children? That is what we are going to do here. Union can be wherever you find or, you must use union. Wherever you find and, you must use intersection. Or symbol is union and symbol is intersection. Be careful. Okay. Yes, we'll solve the question. Just basic idea is enough for that. Let's see the question. Let's say you have x greater than 2, intersection x less than 5. Now tell me the answer of this. X must be greater than 2, x must be greater than or equal to 2, and x less than or equal to 5. First of all, draw the represent this particular solution on the real number line and tell me the answer. Quick. Quick. You shouldn't take much time. Look at this. Time up. X greater than or equal to 2. First of all, let us plot, let us draw x greater than or equal to 2 on the number line. Okay, here 2 and 5. X greater than or equal to 2. I can include 2 here. So x greater than or equal to 2. Perfect. X less than or equal to 5. So x less than or equal to 5 is this one. Okay, I need and here. Intersection is nothing but what? Common. I need intersection, isn't it? Intersection part or not? We need intersection part. What is the intersection part now here? This is my intersection part. Okay. So from where to where now? X belongs to 2 to 5. Open bracket or close bracket? Tell me here. Open bracket or close bracket? Make it fast. Guys, I'm asking you, open bracket or close bracket? Anjali, open bracket or close bracket?
Close brackets, sir.
Then why you are not telling the answer? Both can be included. Look at this here. Both can be included in the answer. So, close bracket. If I write open bracket, there will be some notch. I didn't make any notch here, right? Like this. So, definitely 2 and 5 can be included very easily here without any doubt. Now, x belongs to given like this 1, 3 union 2, 4. Tell me here 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it here. X belongs to 1, 2, 3. Close bracket, which is nothing but what? He has given close bracket here 1 and 3 included. So they have been included. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 to 4. 2 to 4 is nothing but 2 to 4 like this. They have been included. So I need to merge this. Union. Union is nothing but combine. Combine it. Combine. Yeah, you write. Oh, 1 second. Or else you write union is nothing but union, right? Union. So what should I do? I'll be writing from where to where now? 1 to 4 is the answer. 1 to 4 is the answer. Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
So many students will be writing like this. Kindly do not write this. This is wrong way of writing. Don't write this. This is the right answer. So what is the meaning of this? Only 1, 2, 3, 4 here. What is the meaning of this? Between 1 to 4. What is the meaning of this? From 1 to 4. Guys, here there will not be any element between this 1 and 2 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, which is nothing but there will be only 4 elements you have in that set. You can't write that. What is the meaning of this? From 1 to 4, whatever the number you get, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, everyone will be included here. Here between 1 to 4, but not 1 and 4. Okay. Open bracket 1, 4 is nothing but between 1 and 4, not 1 and 4. 1 and 4 we are not including. Between numbers we are including. What is the meaning of this? Only this 1, 2, 3, 4. Between numbers not included here. That is the meaning of that. So what we need to write here? Close bracket 1 to 4, which is nothing but everything is included here. Everything is included. Okay. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Very simple, beta. What I meant to say, look at this here. Okay. Next. X less than 0 and x greater than 2. Pick. And I'm using and. And symbol is what? Intersection, isn't it? R means union. X less than 0. Look at this. Minus infinite to plus infinite. X less than 0. Here 0. Here 2. Less than 0. Less than. So we can make a notch here. 0 is not included. And x greater than 2, which is nothing but notch here, greater than 2. So x belongs to what now? X2 belongs to what? I need intersection. And means intersection. I need common elements. What are the elements you have common? What are the elements you have in common? Tell me. What are the elements you have in common? I'm asking you guys only. What are the elements you have in common? Tell me.
So if there are no common
There
elements,
is no common elements. Very good. Then X belongs to what? Pi. This is the answer. Understood or not? Yes. Please, while coming to the next class, revise the notes and come to the class. I'm strictly warning everyone. If you do not revise, don't come to the class. Please. I request
sir,
everyone.
if there are no common elements, then we could just write that like
One second,
minus
Anjali. Anjali, one
infinity,
second.
comma.
Anjali, one second. Let me complete my statement. Then you ask. Don't interrupt me in between, please. I'm talking each and everybody here. I'm warning each and everybody. So whenever you come to the class, without revision, don't come. I'll be asking the question in the next class. If I'm asking the question, you must be in a position to answer. If you are not confident about that particular, please personally text me. I'll help you out. Understood? I'll help you out. How can you become better in that particular topic? Kindly, when I'm asking you something, thoda, like, respond it. If you don't respond, like, basic simple thing, but if you're talking to your family member, let's say you're talking to your brother, if you're talking to your sister, when they are asking a question to you, if you don't respond, won't they get angry? Common sense. Would they get angry or not? Would they get angry or not? I'm asking. Of course, yes. I'm asking something, which means you must respond it. Whether even you're not giving the answer, that doesn't make a sense at all. Yes, you will get to learn from that, right? If you're not responding anything, then whom should I teach here? Should I look at my computer screen and just teach and shall I write or what? I can't write like that. I can't do that. You guys are attending the class, which is nothing but you guys are like all are very 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 good clever students. Clever students. And you're not responding when I ask the question. It really demotivates a faculty. It really makes a faculty feel sad. If you don't know, you ask me, I'll tell you. If you know, yes sir, that is the answer. Even it is wrong, no matter what, I'll just definitely help you throughout that. I'm calling like mad here, no one is responding. It doesn't make a sense at all, it doesn't make a sense. Please, hope you understood this. Please don't repeat this. I didn't like this. Thank you. Yes, Anjali, please ask me what you're asking something.
Sir, so like in that previous question, it'll be like minus infinity, comma 0. If you could write that comma 0 union 2 comma infinity, we can write like that, right?
Can you repeat again? Minus infinite to 0.
So, oh, okay. The question
You
was
can't include 0, beta. You can't include 0 here. Minus
no,
infinite
like
to 0.
instead of writing null, we could just write that will be a null set. But first we have to write that minus infinity, comma 0,
Yes.
intersection 2 comma infinity, and then write null set, right? So,
Exactly. You can write nothing. Clearly it is visible that there is nothing in common.
yes, sir.
It is going left hand side. From 0 to we are taking left. 2 to right we are taking. Where do you have any common element? Do you have any common element here? We don't have anything. So directly null set. I mean null. X belongs to null, isn't it? Hope it is clear. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can leave the meeting.